Well, hello from the Carter Rehab and Fitness Center. My name is Philip Ross and I'm with Carissa Karsten. And we're gonna walk through a series of exercises that you can do. This is what we traditionally do in our chair class on Tuesday and Thursday. So feel free to make this interactive. So if you've got a chair at home, in your dining room or living room, wherever is comfortable for you, I want to encourage you to take a seat and try to join us in some of these exercises that we're going to do. So let's just start off. So we're going to take it to the edge of our chair. So we're going to try to get those shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, and we're just going to start off with raising the heel. So up on the heel, and then lift your toes, kind of back and forth, just trying to get those ankles moving. And so just going to kind of get the blood flowing a little bit. So just up and down those toes. And then let's go ahead and we're going to add the arms and add our hands to this. So we're going to go ahead and just open and close those fingers. So we're going to start off with just some general stretching, and then we're going to go into some aerobic training. If you've been to any of my classes before, you kind of know the format. Start off with some stretching, and then we're going to go into some aerobics where we're just going to get those legs moving, get our arms moving, trying to get the blood flowing. A lot of stretching in this class as well. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to take it. I'm going to keep those feet moving, but arms forward and back. So really trying to get those shoulders loosened up a little bit. I know we've all been sitting around the house, just watching the news or doing whatever we've been doing the last week, and it's easy to get kind of tight and tense, and so just need to loosen up a little bit here. So thank y'all for joining us today. Okay, now I'm going to take it and I'm going to reach over. So ball the fist. I'm going to ball the fist and I'm going to open up those fingers as wide as I can get them. Notice I'm trying to get some rotation through my torso as well. So move side to side and just reaching up as high as I can and open up those fingers. So some of you may not be able to go overhead, and that's fine. Maybe you got some limitations to your shoulders. That's all right. You can take it down. Chris is giving us the option where you can take it a little bit lower if you need to. That is just fine. Okay, now I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring it, I'm going to walk those feet in, and then we're going to walk them out wide. Walk those feet in and walk them out wide. So again, I want to make sure that you're out at the edge of your chair. Or if you are at home, here we go, making that adjustment. So really just, again, trying to get those ankles moving. Okay, now we're going to take that good old favorite stretch of mine. I'm going to reach down as far as I can underneath the chair and really feel that stretch in between your thigh. Gracilis muscles. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to reach up for the ceiling, taking a big deep breath. And once again, back down. Now, for many of you, you know that when we do this class, we oftentimes have a ball. We didn't want to use the Swiss ball because of the fact that many of you may not have one of those at home. But if you've got a Swiss ball at home, I encourage you to go ahead and use that. And we'll make some more videos where we'll actually show you some of those exercises with the ball. Now I'm going to bring my hands down on the side of the chair. You can also place them on the small of your back if you want. Try to tuck your chin. I'm so bad about sticking my chin out. So try to tuck your chin back and get those shoulders back, just holding the side of the chair, or again, you can even place your hands in the small of the back. Just take it back as far as you can. Now, I'm going to get that rotation into it. So I'm going to grab the side of the chair. I'm going to look over my shoulder. So really feeling that stretch in the small of your back here. And then let's take it to the other side. So again, as with anything, if you've had a fusion through the small of your back and your spine there, you want to be cautious with how much you twist or rotate. Okay, once again, now I'm going to take it, I'm going to reach back down underneath as far as I can go. This is a great stretch. Great stretch for the small of the back, for the inner thigh. Once again, go ahead and take in a big deep breath. And down. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to cuff my palms here, and I'm going to try to touch the front of my shoulders here, and I'm going to take it and just raise those elbows up and then back. Raise those elbows up and back. There we go. Let's take it up and back. So you're going to feel that a little bit in those triceps. I always like to call this the Yonzer size. You think about it, you wake up early in the morning, you're stretching, and we're gonna go get those shoulders and those elbows up as high as you can, and then back down. Here we go, up and down. Now I'm gonna cross over, I'm gonna cross my hands over. Now I'm gonna reach over with my elbow over to the opposite knee. So once again, I have my legs, my feet widened out a little bit from each other here. And I'm gonna reach across, elbow over to the opposite knee. So again, really gonna get a good stretch through your intercostal muscles there between your rib cage and the small of your back. So just take it as far as you can go. And elbow over to the knee, elbow over to the knee. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and take it and just roll those shoulders back, roll them back. And again, once again, whenever you do anything with the shoulder, try to tuck that chin back. The natural tendency is to want to protrude your chin forward. Try to get your chin tucked back. We want to think about our posture here. So again, roll those shoulders back. All right, now I'm going to take one shoulder back and then the other shoulder. So nice little dance here. All right. And just stretching out those shoulders a little bit. Okay, all right, good deal. Taking a big deep breath, get those hands up. And out. Just taking a big deep breath. Up and out. Third time's the charm as always. Taking a big deep breath up and out. Okay, all right, now, so we did some stretching. Now we're going to transition into some of our aerobic conditioning now. So just trying to get that breathing up a little bit. So work at your own pace. Some of us can work a little bit faster. Others not so much, and that's fine. Work at your own pace. There's no wrong way to do this, but we're gonna go ahead and start with a little march here. So just gonna raise those legs up, and notice I'm moving opposite arm, opposite leg, so that's a little bit of a challenge for some of us. So if you find yourself wanting to go same arm, same leg, just stop and then try to start with one leg and then let that opposite arm follow. So, and again, my natural tendency is to want to kind of slouch forward, try to get those shoulders back, engage your core. So Carissa placing her hand on her abdominals. So you want to kind of pull your belly button in a little bit and just pull your belly button in towards your spine so you're keeping that tension on your abdominals to help reinforce good posture and support the low of your back, small of your back, all right? So we go, just marching it out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a little heel tap. So I'm going to tap those heels out. Notice again, I'm moving opposite arm, opposite leg. Yeah, this works best if you're out at the edge of the chair. All right. And so opposite arm, opposite leg, just going to ball the fist, open up those fingers, and tapping out those heels. And again, it's a little bit challenging at first, trying to move with that opposite arm, opposite leg. But if you find yourself getting off track, that's okay. And get right back on, just start. What helps me is if I start with just my legs and then I take a step, lead with that left leg or right leg, and then let the opposite arm follow. And that's kind of what helps get me on. And you'll notice that once you get on track, you can stay on track, but if you get mixed up, you can just start over again. All right, okay. Now I'm going to take it into both hands. So still stepping out with those heels, tapping those heels. Now, anytime you get your arms out or get your arms overhead, it's going to require you to get that heart rate. Your heart's going to have to meet that demand. So you're going to get your heart rate up a little bit higher. It's going to get that breathing up a little bit more. But not all of us can get our hands overhead, so that's fine. If you need to keep your hands out at the front, that's fine. Okay? Make any kind of modification. So even if you need to go back to just one arm, that's okay as well. So this is a little bit more of a demand. This is kind of picking up the pace a little bit as we get both of our hands, both of our arms involved into this. Okay, now I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with this. Now I'm gonna take it step out at an angle, and I'm gonna let those arms, I'm gonna let both hands follow. All right, so stepping at an angle. Teresa and I, we're cool. We got a little coordination going here. So notice she's stepping out, we're stepping in, we're meeting in the middle. All right. So husbands and wives, if y'all want to kind of get creative as well as you're sitting at home, that's good. All right, now, let's stop, take a little breather, just in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just taking a big deep breath. Let's go back to one of those stretches. So again, I'm gonna walk those feet out. Once again, just take a reach down. This is a great stretch. Probably do this one more than any other stretch. Taking a big deep breath now, reaching up again for the ceiling. And out. Okay, now once again, I'll take those hands back and place them on the side of the chair. Again, anytime you get those shoulders back like this, what are you gonna do with your chin? You're gonna try to tuck that chin back as well. Good work. All right, now let's go back into it again. Nice little breather there. So let's pick back up. We're going to take it and add that heel tap into it. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Yeah, so try to get out at the edge of the chair if you can. All right. I always tell people in my class, no falling allowed. But I'm going to tell you, no falling allowed at home either. So here we go. So take it, stepping out. Now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna transition now and I'm gonna see if I can tap my toes, So try to tap your toes. Yeah, a little bit of coordination here, right? So kind of like a word puzzle. This is a body puzzle a little bit. I'm gonna take it, tap those toes out, and I'm still balling the fist as I bring my hands into my torso, and as I reach out, I'm just gonna open up those fingers as wide as I can get them. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the heel, So opposite arm, opposite leg, back out to the heel. Reaching. So I'm getting a good little, kind of getting my breathing up a little bit here, getting that heart rate up a little bit. That's really what we wanna do, just try to burn some calories here. Get our body moving here so we're not so stiff. We're doing a lot of sitting around at home. Hopefully not. You're able to get out and maybe do some yard work or something like that, but good to get moving. Here we go. So taking it, now here we go, check this out. I'm gonna take it, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. And back to just the heel, All right. Got a little rhythm going here, and of course if you're at home, which obviously you're at home, so you can get your favorite music, and now you don't have to be stuck with my Sinatra channel or my 70s or whatever it is. I know that some of you would like different music, so now you've got the option to have your own music, right? So have your music of choice at home. All right, now let's take it into a seated jack, So I'm gonna step out at an angle, bring those hands in, and then open up those fingers. So we're not gonna do a jumping jack, we're gonna do a seated jack. And again, we have our little nice coordination going on. Chris and I could be the Rockettes, right? So there we go. So ball the fist as you bring those hands in, and then you're gonna open up those fingers wide as you step out at an angle. There we go, looking good. So again, really getting those arms out. And of course, if you wanted to add height to it, again, that's gonna get that heart rate up a little bit more. And of course, you can add speed to it as well. So if you want to make it faster, that's going to get your heart rate up even more. So you're getting good here. All right. Now let's go back into that seated stair stepper. So opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. Ball the fist, open up those fingers, tapping those heels. All right. Looking good. Once again, the natural tendency is to want to kind of slouch forward, try to keep those shoulders back, and again, tuck that chin back as well, sitting up nice and tall as you're stepping out. Now, we're going to go with the crossover. This is going to make it a little bit more. We're going to kick it up a little bit now here, so I'm going to cross over. So now I'm going to actually lift the leg. Now again, you can modify as much as you need to, so if you just want to barely lift your leg and you're just going to tap the knee, that's fine. You can tap the inside of your calf or even your ankle. If you want, you can try to get those feet up even higher and tap the heel. Notice I'm going to get those arms out. Make sure that you're not sitting too close to your neighbor, to your spouse. You don't want to backhand anybody. So ladies, you might want to, but that's all right. So here we go. So you take that crossover, those legs up, and tapping the heel. Here we go. So again, this is getting some great rotation through the center of your body. Again, as with everything that we're doing, we're thinking about those shoulders, kind of getting those shoulders back wide. All right, some good work through the obliques here. Okay, let's take a little stop. Let's take a breather once again. Roll those shoulders back, tuck the chin. And again, I'm gonna take my step out wide and I'm gonna reach down as far as I can back, reach down. All right, and once again, taking it up, breathe in deeply. And out. And again, place those hands just on the side of the chair, get those shoulders back, tuck your chin back and breathe in. And let's do some diaphragmatic breathing. So you're gonna breathe in through your nose and try to get as much air in your abdomen as you can and then out through the mouth. Try to get as much air in your abdomen as your tummy as you can. Breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out. Okay, good work. All right, so let's transition now. So in the class, oftentimes, if you've been in class, you know I like to use the little squishy balls. Those are great. We're gonna do some pelvic floor exercises. And so, got a towel here. Maybe you don't have one of the Siri balls at home, and that's fine. You can use a towel. You just take a towel and you just roll it up. Teresa and I both have one here. So you're gonna take this towel, we're gonna place it in between the knees. And once again, what am I gonna do with those shoulders? I'm gonna get those shoulders back. Think about my posture. I'm gonna pull my abdominals in. Now I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna squeeze and relax. And squeeze. So we're gonna squeeze, and I'm holding this for about 1/1000, 2/1000, and then relax. So this is engaging those pelvic floor muscles. So if you've come to my class, you know I call this the bathroom exercise because supposedly this helps with incontinence. We're not there yet, right? But in a few years that could be an issue. So again, try to strengthen those pelvic floor muscles. So again, got those shoulders pulled back, squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. We had a physical therapist that used to be here, and she would have her clients do about 100 of these a day. And so if you've got a towel or a squishy ball at home, doing these it's just a nice little exercise, a way to kind of help strengthen that pelvic floor, those muscles in between your thighs, in between your legs there, and surrounding your pelvis. So squeeze and relax. And squeeze and relax. Okay, now I'm gonna take the towel, I'm gonna set it down, and let's go into some more kind of chair core exercises here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it, I'm gonna straighten this leg out. Once again, what am I doing with those shoulders? I'm gonna get those shoulders back. I'm thinking about my posture, tucking that chin back, but I'm gonna straighten that leg out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add that leg lift into it. So here we go. So now if you can, maybe a modification, you might bring your heel down and let your heel touch the ground. If you wanna go a little bit more advanced, you're gonna keep that leg suspended in the air, and that's fine. So if you've been with me before, we're gonna take our straight leg kick, then we're gonna go into our rotations. All right, so it's just like this, right? So we take it, just raise that leg up, and if you can take it up to about the height of your knee, that's great. So here's 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna just take it to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you can hold it, great. If you can't hold it, go ahead and bring that heel back down on the ground. So let's just rotate. It doesn't matter what direction we go, because we're gonna switch and move in the opposite direction, clockwise or counterclockwise. So let's take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, stop, take a little breather there. Now, the next thing we go to is, this is a little bit more challenging. So if you need to keep your foot anchored onto the ground, the sole of your foot anchored onto the ground, that's fine. or if you can lift the leg up and go suspended, it's gonna make it even more advanced. So here we go, I'm gonna raise the leg up. What I'm gonna do with my shoulders, I'm gonna get those shoulders back, take it to kick that leg out. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, okay. All right, now a great stretch to follow that one up with is that I'm gonna turn to the side in my chair. And of course, if you got water or whatever by the chair, be careful. So I'm gonna take it, bring that foot back as far as you can, and I'm just gonna turn over my shoulder, and I'm gonna try to extend that leg out as much as I can, really trying to get that stretch through the small of your abdomen and really your upper quadricep here into those hip flexors. And so just turning over, and great stretch after doing some work through those quads there. Okay, now we're gonna come on back to the other side. Let's do the other leg. So again, take it, lengthen that leg out. Again, get those shoulders back, and let's take it into that leg lift. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now again, you can either keep your heel anchored to the ground or you can go suspended if you want. Let's go into those rotations. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, taking it to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's go back. Take it to 10, 9, taking it down, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, okay. Now again, we're gonna take it into those extensions, so knee extensions. So you're gonna either raise the foot up, or again, you can keep the sole of your foot anchored down to the ground. Again, shoulders pulled back, nice, good posture here. Let's take it up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. All right, now, again, we're gonna take it to that stretch, follow up with it. So I'm gonna turn now over to my right, okay? I just worked that left leg. So I'm gonna get that left leg back as far as I can, and I'm gonna turn over my right shoulder, and I'm gonna try to point those toes down into the ground, and I'm gonna really stretch it out as much as I can. I'm gonna try to extend that knee, and that's gonna give me a great stretch through the quadricep there. Okay, good work. All right, let's come on back. Just taking a big deep breath. Natural tendency is anytime you pick those feet up, you want to tend to kind of lean back. So you're primarily working your quadriceps, but secondarily you're working your core as well, especially if you're going to try to stay upright, nice and tall. All right, good work. We're about to wrap up, but let's do our sitting to standing. So we're out at the edge of the chair. One thing I want to make sure is that my knees do not come out past my toes. So make sure that your feet are out far enough so that when you go to your standing position, your knees are not going to come out past your toes. Also, you want to try to get your nose over your toes, And I'm going to try to keep my torso as long as I can. All right. If you've got a chair with arms in it and you need to use the arms, that's fine. Now, another way that you can do this as a cheater to give yourself a little bit of assistance is you can widen your stance out and you can use your hands. That's one way to do it. Some of us can get up easier than others, and that's okay. We're all at different levels here, but we're trying to go from a seated to a standing position. So here we go. So we're gonna take it nose over the toes. We're gonna take it, here's 1, and I like to raise my arms up. We're gonna practice our wave, right? Baseball season will come around eventually. Let's take it back. So, okay. So let's do that again. Let's take it up. Here's 2. Take it up. Now, as I go to a seated position, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tilt those shoulders forward, keep the back as long as I can. Notice I'm really tilting forward as far as I can, and then I'm gonna come back into the chair. You ever notice when you go to a seat in the chair and you make a big earthquake and it makes that big kaplunk? That's not real good. So tilting the shoulders forward helps me keep my center of gravity to the front, and then that way I can just slightly place my bottom on the chair like you're gonna place that dinner tray onto the table, right? So here we go, let's do it again. Let's take it 3, here, let's take it up. Taking it up, nose over the toes. Once again, let's take it and tilt those shoulders forward and nice, slowly back into the chair. Here's 3, take it up, here we go again. And there's 4, we're gonna take it back and placing your bottom slightly onto the chair. Take it up again. 5. Tilt those shoulders forward, nice and easy, back on the chair. Here's 6. And take it back. And again, if you need to use the arms, that's fine. You can do that. Here's 7. And take it back. I'm gonna go to 10. Here we go. Here's 8. And again, feel free to work at your own pace. You may not be able to do 10 of these all together, and that's fine. We're all working at our own pace here. Here's 9. Taking it up. And once again, tilt those shoulders or dip those shoulders forward. Take it up. And that's 10. Okay, good work. All right, whew. All right, just taking a big deep breath. And out. Big deep breath. And out. Okay, let's wrap up now. Let's take it, we're gonna go ahead and straighten those legs out. And I'm just gonna start with my right leg. Doesn't matter what leg you start with, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull those toes back towards your body and just reach forward with both hands as much as you can. And what you can do is you can try to start by maybe keeping your back as flat as you can, and then try to fold your body. Try to fold your body, just reach forward as far as you can, all right? So we'll take it, and let's go to the other side. So again, so I'm gonna pull those toes back toward my body. I'm gonna have a nice long torso. I'm just gonna reach forward, keeping that back as straight as I can, and then I'm gonna fold, I'm just gonna take it and reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Taking a big deep breath. Okay, now let's take it, let's finish off very similar to the way that we began our class. So we're just taking, we're gonna widen that stance out with our feet. Again, great stretch here, just reaching down underneath the chair. Gonna take it as far as you can go. And then let's take in a big deep breath. Now once again, get that rotation in there. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna grab the side of the chair. And you can pull a little bit if you're comfortable with this, or you can just hold it. Let's take it to the other side. Take it to the other side. And then here we go. Let's take it in to a big deep breath. And out. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is with my chin tucked back, I'm gonna try to tuck my chin, and I'm gonna look down and really feel that stretch in the back of my neck there. And then I'm just gonna let my head turn and fall over to the side. Don't force it, but just kind of let your head fall over to the side, bringing that ear closer to your shoulder. And then now I'm gonna roll forward again, tuck my chin, and then I'm gonna tilt my head to the other side. So let the other ear fall toward the shoulder. And just a nice relaxing way to finish here. Here we go, take it now. I'm looking up, and then now I'm gonna take my chin over toward my shoulder, turn my head. So I'm just gonna go over to my left. And then here we go, let's take it back over to the right. Back over to the right. Here we go, last thing, let's take it. Big deep breath. And hands down, kind of stretch out those wrists, bring those hands down in prayer position. Take the top. Just like so, and of course this is one you can do as much as you want throughout the day. Good stretch here, taking a big deep breath. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Be safe and be healthy and stay strong. And we look forward to seeing you again.